Welcome to Actify's ActiveImage Protector tutorial videos. This is Robert from the Actify webinars. Today, I'll be demonstrating how to restore or recover a backup agentlessly using ActiveImage Protector's HyperRecovery. In our previous video, we demonstrated how to create a backup from a Windows 2016 Hyper-V server using HyperBack running from a Windows 10 workstation and doing it all agentlessly. In this video, we will be restoring using the same environment, meaning we'll be using HyperRecovery to restore to a target 2016 Hyper-V server. ActiveImage Protector has been developed to minimize impact on the server's performance during recovery by using remote API calls to the hypervisor, which result in less resource consumption. Less impact, more resources. Let's begin with the ActiveImage Protector GUI. There are a couple of ways to start the HyperRecovery in order to restore a previous backup. We can access HyperRecovery from the drop-down menu across the top of the GUI by clicking Operation, then to Recovery, then selecting HyperRecovery. Or just click Recovery from the left pane, then choose HyperRecovery from the main window. Once selected, the HyperRecovery interface is displayed. Under Source, select the folder in which we had originally designated during the HyperBack backup tutorial video. We can use the drop-down menu to select the backup source that contains the backup files for recovery. Since we're using the same environment that we used in the HyperBack tutorial when the agentless backup was created, the drop-down menu will display the path to the backup store. We can also manually navigate our way to the backup store folder. Click the source folder. Under the Machines pane, the backup image files are displayed. Select the backup that you would like to recover. In the third pane, the various recovery points are displayed and are identified by a date and timestamp. Select a recovery point to restore. The selected restore information is now displayed under the three panes. Review and click Next. Here we are at the target selection window. We first connect to the target hypervisor to restore the selected backup by clicking Connect to Hypervisor. This is the Select Hypervisor dialog box. Use the drop-down menu to select the hypervisor type. In this instance, we'll be restoring to a Hyper-V server, so select Microsoft Hyper-V. On the next drop-down, enter or select the IP address of the target Hyper-V server. Now, enter the login credentials for the target Hyper-V server. Once completed, click OK. Before setting the configuration, first select the restoring method to be used. For this demonstration, we'll use the default to restore as a new virtual machine. Now, let's configure the virtual machine we are now restoring. Begin by providing a name for the virtual machine. Then, enter a VHD or VHDX file name for the virtual machine. Now, select the volume on the recovery destination hypervisor for the virtual machine that's being restored. Once the volume has been chosen, select or create a folder for the destination of the recovered virtual machine. Here, we'll be creating a new destination folder and enter the new folder name. Click OK. Configure the appropriate number of CPUs and amount of memory to allocate for this virtual machine. Now select the disk, set the provisioning, and the network and IP assignment methods. Click Done. This dialog box is displayed with the option of initiating the recovery task immediately. For this demonstration, we'll click Yes. The progress bar of the current recovery task is now displayed in real time. Once completed, the progress bar will have reached 100%. Here is a screenshot of the 2016 Hyper-V server that was used as our source for a Hyperback backup. And now, here is a screenshot of the same Hyper-V server after a successful HyperRecovery. This concludes our tutorial for ActiveImage Protector's HyperRecovery, Agentless, and agent-based recovery and restore. Should you have any questions, issues, or concerns, or you just need support assistance, please contact us at Actify by email or phone. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your interest in Actify's HyperRecovery, agentless and agent-based recovery and restore.